San Francisco has seen one of its wettest days on record, as a winter storm brought flooding and heavy snow to California. More than 5 inches of rain has fallen in downtown San Francisco on Saturday, setting a new daily record, the National Weather Service for the San Francisco Bay Area said. The last day of the year is also making a run for wettest calendar day ever, the agency said. As of 5 p.m. local time, 5.45 inches of rain had been reported in downtown San Francisco, making it the second wettest day in the area since records began in 1849, the agency said. The current local record of 5.54 inches was set on November 5, 1994. With the city a mere 0.09 of an inch away from the rainy day local record, we'll see how the band to the west of the city affects the totals, the National Weather Service said. Amid the record-setting rainfall, the San Francisco area has experienced widespread flooding. In South San Francisco, the California Highway Patrol temporarily closed Highway 101 in both directions by Oyster Point due to major flooding caused by non-stop rainfall and high tides. The roadway was expected to reopen by 5 p.m. local time Saturday but will remain closed indefinitely amid continued flooding. The agency said it was responding to submerged vehicles following the closure and urged drivers to avoid the area. Fallen trees and mudslides have also been reported as an atmospheric river, a long, narrow region in the atmosphere that carries large amounts of water vapor over the Pacific Ocean brought heavy rains and snow to much of the state Saturday. Flooding impacts are likely to continue into Saturday night. After the rain moves south, the National Weather Service in the Bay Area advised. The National Weather Service in Sacramento also warned of flooding conditions in the region. The Sacramento County Office of Emergency Services ordered residents in Wilton to shelter in place earlier Saturday afternoon. Rising water has made roads impassable in the area, the office said in an advisory. Snow over the Sierra is also expected to impact travel into the evening with delays and slick road conditions. Avoid mountain travel if you can, the National Weather Service in Sacramento said. An atmospheric river storm on Saturday brought flooding to San Francisco's Fisherman's Wharf and to locations above and below the peninsula. Parts of Fisherman's Wharf experienced some of the worst flooding in years. At the intersection of Jefferson and Taylor Streets, many of the popular crab stands are 6 to 10 inches underwater. One crab stand remains open and workers wade into the frigid waters to sell freshly boiled Dungeness crabs to intrepid customers. My legs are paralyzed now, it's so cold now that my feet hurt, said Shi Kiwi Chen, a clerk at a crab shop. Shoppers drive in from all over the Bay Area for the traditional New Year's Eve delicacy. I'm so glad they opened now, we have crabs, said Hillary Coate, who drove into town from Orinda. God bless them for staying open, said Richard Green, who had come from San Leandro to witness the Fisherman's Wharf flood. The crab stand along Taylor Street in Fisherman's Wharf was closed due to flooding on Saturday. The area was underwater for several hours before the water receded in the afternoon. In the Marina District, city workers closed Marina Boulevard due to flooding. Several garages and houses on the street were submerged in water. I've got some big feet. The water wasn't quite coming to my ankles, but it was at least 2 inches of water inside the house, said Jax Case, who was working to clean up the first floor of a house. Water also pushed into Kendrick Ma's garage and he worried his beloved Lamborghini Gallardo sports car could be ruined. We were pretty worried and we all came out with brooms, shoving all the water out of the garage. He tried to drive the Lamborghini out of the garage to higher ground but couldn't since, he said, Marina Boulevard was under about a foot of water in front of his garage. Luckily, the water receded before it could damage the car. Heavy precipitation and snow melt flooded roads and led to freeway closures and evacuation warnings in Northern California on Saturday, officials said. At one point U.S. Highway 101, one of California's most famous routes, was closed in both directions in South San Francisco as water is not receding due to non-stop rainfall, high tides preventing the water to displace.